Hello, and welcome to the How to Manifest Clients free training. I'm Kathryn Yarborough, and I'm delighted that you're here. To get started, I invite you to imagine having all the clients that you really want. Just think about that. What would life be like if you had all the clients that you really want? What would you be feeling? How would you be spending your time if you had all the clients that you really want? Imagine this. And what would your bank account look like? That's always fun for me to think about. During this training, I'm going to share with you a 3-part formula that you can use to manifest all the clients that you really want easily. I'm going to tell you how and why this formula works. And I'm going to get you started using this formula. At the very end, I'll give you information about a service that I offer where I support you in continuing to do this practice that I'm going to share with you, this formula. Because if you do, you can manifest all the clients that you want. And that means that your income will go up, doing work that you really care about so you will feel more and more fulfilled. And most likely you're a heart-based entrepreneur, which means that you really care about people. So you're going to be making a difference. If you have all the clients that you want, you're going to get to make that difference that feels so good. Sound good? All right, let's get started. The first part of the formula is simple. You just write what I call your new story. Your old story is what you are currently and have been telling yourself about attracting clients, and it's led to the results that you have right now. Your new story is about what you really want to be happening. Now, there's a few reasons to do this step to write your new story. And one of the reasons is that with your thoughts right now, with your consistent vibration, whether it's your thoughts and your feelings or what you're doing and what you're saying, all of that combined, you are creating your future right now. This first part of the formula, writing your new story, works in a few ways. One is that when you write it, you'll imagine it in your mind. And so if there's any part of it that does not feel good, you get to fix it before you fully manifest it. This is a powerful tool that we have as humans, that we can imagine what we want to create and play with that imagination in our minds, those possibilities in our minds, and fix them before they actually come to pass. Let me share with you an example of this. When I first started thinking about providing a service, this is the most recent incarnation of my working with people around manifesting clients, I thought, okay, I'm going to make 6-week groups and I'm going to offer them 3 different times. And as I was saying my new story, because that's what I'm going to teach you to do, to say your new story 3 to 5 times a day, as I was saying my new story 3 to 5 times a day, I got a new possible way of offering this service. It came in and it surprised me to no end. And that new way was more like a yoga studio, where at a yoga studio there's multiple classes throughout the week at a variety of different times. That was the image that came to me for these manifesting clients classes, that I would be offering multiple classes throughout the week and people could just come to one, try one, they could come back as often as they wanted, they could buy a package of 6 or 12 classes, and I got this image and it just kept coming and coming and coming, and the old image of the groups for 6 weeks didn't feel good anymore. So I changed my, not just my story, but my actual business model, because of the practice of saying my new story gave me this new possibility that felt even better to me. Now, a second thing that happens When we write our new story, we practice it in our mind. And what we practice in our mind leads to the actions that we take and what we actually create in our life. And we're doing this all the time. And I'm going to give you a really simple example of how most of us do it practically every day. I mean, actually, we do it all the time. We think about what we're going to do in the next hour all the time, and then we do it. And that's an example of how what you practice in your mind, you create. But let me give you a more specific example. Let's imagine it's around 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you're thinking, okay, what do I want to do for dinner? And three things pop up in your head. Oh, I could go to the grocery store and get a salad at the salad bar. I could stay at home and fix some pasta. A third option, I could go get my favorite meal that I order from the local restaurant. Now, let's say you're single like me and you like to feed yourself and you don't have a lot of people to worry about. Okay, so that's the scenario, just to be clear about that. All right, so those thoughts have passed through your head and you think, okay, well, salad bar sounds good. Now, most of the time, those thoughts may be kind of fleeting. You might have spent a minute thinking about what am I going to do for dinner? And then 4 o'clock comes around and you're busy working. If you're like me, you're busy working and you think, okay, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do for dinner. And you think, okay, salad bar, pasta, restaurant, pick up a meal. And the salad bar is feeling really healthy and feeling really good. And you think, I think I'm gonna do that. And you just, fleeting thought, I'm gonna get in my car. You see yourself in your car driving to the grocery store. Fleeting thought, you see yourself walking through the walking around the salad bar and picking out your salad. These are fleeting thoughts that come really quick, right? 5 o'clock comes around, you're getting hungry, and you think, okay, I think I'm going to go get that salad. And you've been thinking about it, and you see yourself get in the car, you see yourself go and walk around the salad bar, fill in the little salad container, bring it home, sit down, relax, and eat it. And you imagine feeling healthy and good and enjoying the salad. 6 o'clock comes around, it's time for you to stop working for the day, and you're thinking, okay, time for me to fix some food. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, drive up there, pick up that salad. Now, what are you likely gonna do? Because you've been thinking that you're gonna do this. 99% of the time, you're gonna get up there unless a friend calls you at the last minute and says, hey, let's go out to eat. And even then, you may be thinking, no, I'm gonna do this other thing because I've been planning it, right? Okay, but we do this all the time. What we think about, we then act on and we create. So I want to ask you again, imagine having all the clients you want. Now, if you do this consistently and you keep imagining it in your mind, those little thoughts of what you need to do, like get in your car and drive to the grocery store, whatever it is, go to a networking event or post on Facebook, those little thoughts will pop up in your head about what you need to do. And they may be big things about what you need to learn. But if you keep imagining it, you'll know what to do and you'll take that action and you will create it. The third reason to write your new story is that the universe mirrors your most consistent thoughts and feelings. As I said earlier, you are sending out a vibration. It changes based on your mood, what you're thinking about, but your most consistent thoughts and feelings and what you do is sending out a vibration and the universe sends it back. You know this. Pretty much everyone who I attract into my world understands the law of attraction these days. If not, please Google search it. But we are sending out a vibration and the universe mirrors it back. So, the story you are telling yourself, those thoughts and feelings are your vibration. And you are sending it out. And you are right now, in this moment, creating your future through the law of attraction. If what you're thinking and feeling isn't what you want to be experiencing in the future, change your story now. Write a new story. First step. If you don't change, you'll likely keep seeing the same results. So for example, if you're looking at your calendar and you don't have as many clients as you want, and you keep looking at your calendar and you don't have as many clients as you want, and you still don't have as many clients as you want, and so you're looking at what reality, the reality is you don't have enough clients. You don't have as many clients as you want, and you need more clients, and you're thinking, I need more clients. I don't have as many clients as I want. Why don't I have as many clients as I want? Where are the clients? I need more clients. Where I want more clients. Guess what you're going to get? Wanting more clients, needing more clients, and not having as many clients as you want. So we have to change our story, and right now tell ourselves that we're experiencing the future that we want as if it's happening now. That's what we do when we write our new story. We get to see it in our mind, like we're driving to the grocery store, but it's as if we've got the clients, right? You get that. Okay. First part of the formula, write a new story as if it's happening now. The second part of the formula, say your new story 3 to 5 times a day. And I'm going to add a couple things on here. Say your new story 3 to 5 times a day, 6 days a week, because it's useful to have a day of rest. And do it until you have all the clients that you want. Now, I used to not ask my clients to do that. I used to not ask them. I didn't even ask it of myself. I didn't ask it of myself to say my new story 3 to 5 times a day until I had all the clients that I wanted. But now I am. I'm asking it of myself, and I'm asking it of you. If you want this to work, say your new story 3 to 5 times a day, 6 days a week. We need a day of rest until you have all the clients you want. And let me explain a little more about this. We need to break the habit. Our neurons are firing together our most consistent thoughts. They come together. It's like we look at our calendar and we think, oh, I don't have as many clients as what I want. Our neurons fire. We have that feeling that doesn't feel so good. We look at our bank account and we go, oh, I need more money. Oh, I don't have as many clients as I want. Or whatever it is that your old habit and your old story is. We have to break it. Okay? We have to break that habit. And we can break that habit if we start firing new neuron pathways through our thoughts. And you can intentionally think new thoughts. When you write, read, and say your new story, you are intentionally thinking new thoughts. Your brain and the universe doesn't care whether it's really happening or not. So you read it, write it, say it, think it, feel it as if it's happening right now. You're going to break the old habit and you're going to change the way your mind works. And that takes intention and that takes effort to break the old story habit. All right. So some people say all you need to do is say your new story once for 68 seconds and it gets planted in the universe. Now, I believe that's true. According to Abraham Hicks, if we say our new story, and I'm going to say the thought feeling of our new story, and we hold that vibration for 68 seconds, it does get planted in the universe. But whether it's going to happen in the next week or in the next lifetime, it'll happen when it happens. Now, if you're okay with that, say it once, plant it, hold that vibration for 68 seconds, it is planted. If you want to go a little faster and kind of move this process along, you can say it 5 times, a few times a week. Like in the picture with the bike, right below it, I say a few times a week. Now here's the metaphor I want you to imagine. Imagine you're on the east coast of the United States, Washington, D.C., and you want to go over to the west coast of the United States, California, San Francisco, let's say San Francisco. If you get on a bike and you leave Washington and you start pedaling and you stop to eat and sleep and all that kind of stuff, you're going to get there eventually, right? So if you say it a few times a week, if you remember, and then your old story comes up and then you remember it's going to be back and forth and you'll get there eventually. Now, if you want to break that habit and all of your stuff's going to come flying up in your face, it will, I promise you. Say your new story 3 to 5 times a day, 6 days a week, and it's more like you're riding or driving a fast car from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco. It's not instantaneous. It's a process because you're changing your neural pathways. You've got an old habit. You need to change it. You need to release it. You're making a new neuron pathways with your new story. Old beliefs will come up to be released. Stuff will fly into your face, but you're going to keep doing it if you commit. All right, you'll work through all that stuff. Now, if you do that until you have all the clients that you want, then you come over to the new habit, to the wormhole. You know, it's just, I'm here and then I'm here kind of thing. Here, here. And once you've broken free from the old story and you've created a new habit, you will go at light speed. As soon as you think to yourself, it's my intention to attract new clients this week, boom, new clients start showing up. Okay? It's that quick. Now you're going to see results if you're saying your new story 3 to 5 times a day. You're going to start, things are going to start to move and things are going to start to happen. If you stay at this process consistently, you're going to get to where it's light speed. But it will take a little bit of time for most of us. All right, here's the third part of the formula. You've written your new story, you're saying it, writing and reading 3 to 5 times a day. Now, your old story is likely to come up, or things might happen just because there's old resistance is still inside of you, and you end up feeling kind of icky, or frustrated, or discouraged. This is the third part of the story, or of the formula. As soon as you notice those bad things, those bad feelings, those negative feelings, those discouragements, stop focusing on what you've been focusing on and change your story. Okay? I just started the Manifesting Clients classes. It is really easy for me to look at my calendar and go, why haven't more people signed up? What if this doesn't work? Okay? It is so easy for me to do that. Every single time I notice that I'm starting to do that, I go, nope, new story. The Manifesting Clients Academy is thriving. I am leading 5 to 10 Manifesting Clients classes every week, and there's 5 to 8 people in every class. I feel proud. I feel tall. Okay, you hear it? You see it? You can go from the icky to the feeling better, but you've got to be aware of it and you've got to be intentional. Let me recap all of this. First part, write your new story. Second part, say, write, or read your new story 3 to 5 times a day, 6 days a week, until you have all the clients you want. Third part of the story, of the formula. If I keep saying story, I apologize. Third part of the formula, when you notice that you're going down that rabbit hole of negativity, become aware and shift your focus as soon as possible. Okay, let's get started with the first part of the formula just so that you have a taste of how to do this, okay? One of the ways that I do this is really simple, is I start with an affirmation, like, I have all the clients that I want. And then I add on, and this means, and I finish the sentence as many times as I want, and I do it for 68 seconds or longer, which usually means to get to that place where you're holding that thought feeling for 68 seconds, you might need to say the new story for 3 to 5 minutes, because sometimes it can take a minute or two to get into it, and sometimes you'll get distracted. So if you hold it, if you intend to do this practice for 3 to 5 minutes, or about 5 minutes or so, you'll likely get to where you actually have held the vibration for 68 seconds. And you want to use all of your senses. Like, as you say it, you want to talk about what you're feeling, you want to talk about what you're seeing, you want to talk about what you're doing, what you're hearing. Let me give you an example. I have all the participants I want in my Manifesting Clients classes, and this means people have signed up for them. There are 5 to 8 people in each of my Manifesting Clients classes. So when I go in to my online scheduler, which is called Acuity, and I look at those classes, I can see those names, 5 to 8 people. Wow, that feels really good. I'm feeling energized. I have all the participants I want in my Manifesting Clients classes, and this means I get emails from PayPal in my inbox for each registration. So I see those emails from PayPal about a registration, and every single time that I do, wow, I feel so connected to the earth and grounded, and I know that, wow, I got more money and I'm going to get to know this person who's just registered. When I look at my online calendar, I see the names of the participants who have registered. I have all the participants I want in my manifesting clients classes, and this means they're happening. I get to show up for these classes and I get to lead them and I get to hear the participants share what they want and share their new story, and I get to mirror it back to them and energize it with them. Wow, this is really fun. I'm making a difference in their lives and I'm really loving my life. Okay? So you get the feeling of it. You want to, with your new story, you want to be feeling good when you say write or read it. You want to use your affirmation, and this means, and make sure you're talking, you include what you feel, what you see, what you hear, and what you do. Now remember, you want to say, write, or read your new story 3 to 5 times a day so that you're holding that vibration for 68 seconds or longer, 6 days a week. Have a day of rest until you have all the clients that you want. And remember to notice when you start to go down that rabbit hole and change it. But here's the problem. Most people forget. I have forgotten. Every single person that I know, who I have known for years, who know about the law of attraction, they all know how this works. Every single person I know forgets. And we forget because life happens. We forget because resistance comes up. We forget because it doesn't work as fast as we want it to, and we just quit doing it because we are annoyed. It's not working. We forget because the old story habit just takes over. It's like this insidious thing that comes in and just takes over your mind. We forget because we haven't committed and held ourselves to that commitment of saying it, writing it, or reading it 3 to 5 times a day. We forget because we get busy with life, kids, groceries, getting the salad at the salad bar, whatever it is. We get busy and we just quit. And a few days have gone by and we haven't said our new story. Life takes over. I want to support you in developing the habit of saying, writing, or reading your new story 3 to 5 times a day so that you are going faster than you ever imagined possible from where you are to where you want to be with having all the clients that you desire. And the way that I want to support you, or the way that I am supporting you and will, if you will let me, is through my Manifesting Clients classes. And I offer several every week. So there's 5, most weeks, there's 5 or more different time options. So hopefully you'll find a time that works for you. If you come once, you will experience an increase in your energy. I'm going to share with you what Kathia wrote after she attended one Manifesting Clients class. After just one Manifesting Clients class, she said, I noticed a significant change in my energy level and a renewed sense of excitement for my business. I walked away with practical tools and an understanding of how important it is to feel into my story and take ownership of what I want to create. Kathryn listens loudly, and her approach is both practical and heartfelt. So I know you can't tell here with me talking at you like this that I listen, but I am a pretty good listener, and I love mirroring back what people say for their new story and energizing it. If you attend Manifesting Clients classes consistently for 3 months, I believe that you'll break the habit of your old story. And if you keep coming for 6 months, I know that you'll be manifesting your new story consistently. And if you attend for a year, I believe that you will become a master manifester, not just manifesting all the clients you want, but manifesting what you want in your life. It just costs $27 to try one class and experience it and see how it feels. You don't ever have to come back again if you don't want to, or you can come back as often as you want for just $27 for each class. At some point, if you decide to commit, you can buy a package of 6 classes or 12 classes and save money. But in the meantime, you can just come as whenever you want for $27 for each class. Now, in each class, I take you through a process that's really cool and really works. It's amazing. You claim what you want to manifest. You write a new story based on a prompt that I suggest, and then you practice saying your new story in this safe and intimate environment. These are never going to be large classes. At the most, 8 people can come to these classes. And then I will mirror your story back to you. And that is an amazing experience that pretty much everyone who experiences it loves it. Because you know what? Most of us aren't really heard and aren't mirrored, and especially not at this level of our desire. When it gets mirrored, everyone in the class will be seeing it and feeling it, and it will be energized. So all you have to do is scroll down on this page. There's a sign up button. When you click it, it takes you straight to my online scheduler. All you have to do from there is choose your time zone, find a day and time that works for you, click it, then click continue. And it will take you to a form to fill out, and then you'll pay with PayPal. Pretty easy. If you click recurring, you can have a choice of signing up for more than just that one. Most people, if they're just doing one, you just click continue, okay? Now there's a button, there's a little link below. If you want more information, you can click through there. If you have a question, scroll all the way down to the bottom and you'll see where you can click, and there's a form that you can fill out and ask me any question about the Manifesting Clients classes or this process. I am always happy to answer any questions. Okay, my friends? So please take the next step. Come to a Manifesting Clients class. Let's get started. All right.